Good evening and welcome to our post-game men's volleyball press conference. We will start the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Alan Knight. Then we'll open it up to questions for coach, along with players Skylar Varga and Sotir Shiopanis.
Yeah, I thought the match was really good. It's exactly why we want to play these matches. Thought both teams are big and physical, and they do a lot of different things and have a lot of different pieces that can give you different looks. I think that the big telling part of the game for me was that we missed 8 serves in the first set, and then we, I think we missed 15 on the night. So, but we didn't really back off on our serving. So I thought we did a much better job of serving tough, but in creating a lot of opportunities for our block and defense, which I thought our block was really good. I thought our defense played really hard and gave us a lot of opportunities to trans for points, and I think that was a big part of the difference in the match. And I thought our pin guys did a great job taking some really good swings in big moments. So, yeah, it was a great match. Really, really thankful to the crowd tonight. Amazing night in the Pyramid. I've said this before, I'll say it again. These are the nights these guys will remember the rest of their lives. You know, these packed arenas, the energy in the building, this is what young athletes dream of when they think of wanting to play any college sport. And the fact that we can create that in our gym is incredible. So thank you to the entire LB Nation. And now the big thing is for us is to get some rest and prep and go up the freeway and do it again tomorrow, which will be great.
Questions?
Coach, from what I heard, this was the 3rd most selling crowd in Long Beach State men's volleyball history. Is this one of those matches where this is great for the sport of men's volleyball and NCAA men's volleyball and how the game should grow like this and improve?
It's absolutely great for the game. It's great for the volleyball fans in Southern California to be able to know that this match is going to be on their calendar. They can circle that, and it was obvious that happened since I think it was a pre-sale sellout. Yeah, it's important for our program. It's important for UCLA's program, but more importantly, it's important for men's volleyball to showcase how talented these players are, how good the brand of volleyball is that we play in Southern California, and just to keep getting exposure to this type of atmosphere.
For Sotos and for Skylar, both of you are transfers to this program. Yes, you have a year on your belts here as well, but what does a night like this mean to you guys?
We've been waiting this whole week. I was so excited because I love these moments, huge crowds, and I'm so grateful for the fans we have here. And obviously our coach will, if he wasn't for him, I don't think we would have had all these huge crowds here. He's a huge part of this, but I don't know. We were not too surprised by the result. I know on what team I came, Long Beach is, I would say has a huge history here. So I don't know. It wasn't something special. It was just a game with huge crowd. We wanted revenge against UCLA, but we're gonna get more tomorrow.
Yeah, the Pyramid's always electric in here, right? It's awesome to play. It's a great environment, and these big crowds, it's awesome to be in here. So that's really all I got. I love playing in front of fans.
Yeah, so it's a huge game for you tonight. 18 kills, 2 aces, 5 digs. Can you talk about more specifically what worked well for you tonight?
It just all system, We just worked with each other. We knew this game was gonna be tough serving from both ends, so I was prepared to take some big swings. I had it in the back of my head the whole game. So, and also our coach, just with some coach, especially before the game or throughout the week, he wanted us to play so we don't have any regrets by the end of the game. So that helped a lot with my performance today. I didn't want to have any regrets at the end of the game.
Coach, obviously big turning point ended the second set with their substitution situation.
Yeah.
How much are you guys able to, do you track the other teams? Did you guys see that coming? Or, if you did or didn't, what was sort of your message to your team when you realized the situation they were in with their setter?
Yeah, and well, in that situation, you just needed to make sure that they had to earn everything, so I thought Nathan Harlan did a great job. Obviously, he's a big-time college server, and he can bring heat. But he recognized without us saying anything their situation, and he made sure that he put four serves in a row to give us that opportunity. So we don't track it. Obviously, that's what people get paid to do. But as soon as it happened, everybody on our side knew exactly what the game plan should be.
Coach and some of the players, I'm curious, what was one of the turning points that you felt like during those plays? Like, what was the turning point that you could think of saying, wow, this kind of like shifted the momentum on our side?
Well, I think I said it at the opening. I thought that we wanted to be aggressive, but I thought we let them off the hook too many times in the first set. And even though we played well and had opportunities, and I think that's not necessarily uncommon, right? Guys are juiced up, ready to get on it, and they barely miss their serves long. So that maturity to be able to continue to hit their serves with pace, but give our block and defense opportunities. That was the difference in the match.
And I would like to add on that, like going, what was it, like third set, I got deadline 24-23, like knowing that I wasn't serving good throughout the whole game. I knew like coach always had my back, so like I felt comfortable going up the service like and hitting my serve there. So I really want to thank how like our coach deals with us.
And I think I noticed that, Coach, you're gonna be congratulated, like USA Volleyball is congratulating you for the 2024 Hall of Fame. How does that kind of make you feel?
It's great. It's a very nice honor actually, and the call that I got to tell me that during the week, or I believe it was last week, from Doug Beal, who's the former Olympic coach and president of USA Volleyball while I was the head coach, who is definitely a big time mentor and someone I respect greatly. It means a lot. That being said, that'll be the end of those questions, and we'll prepare for tomorrow night's game.
And then this is a question for either of you three. How do you have a short-term memory when it comes to this game? Because this is a big win, and as Coach one time told me, all of these wins are big. But tomorrow you're back at UCLA. How do you have a short-term memory when it comes to this game? And what was the turning point in set number 3?
That's a lot loaded into one question right there. Sorry. But I think Sky's got the answer on that one.
Yeah, I think it honestly doesn't really matter who we play. We're just going to play our brand of volleyball. We're building the beast. I keep saying it. That's our thing. We're building the beast throughout the season. So we're just going to focus on ourselves for tomorrow. Right now it's halftime. It doesn't matter who's going to be on the other side of the net, right? So we're just going to play our brand of volleyball.
Coach, when we talked before the year about sort of the lineup adjustments, I feel like this is the kind of match you were talking about Skylar having on the right side. How important is it to have his specific skill set out there as kind of a out of system outlet, that you guys know is over there?
Well, let me say, I mean, obviously Sky is a left, and that's what his majority of his career will be, and he's a great passer for us. He's a big time blocker, and the scary thing is he's just figuring this stuff out on the right for us right now in this time. But we try to showcase him not as just an opposite. He passes a lot for us. Obviously, we're setting him a lot on the right. He's great in the left. We can flip block with him. But I thought tonight was an example more of he missed all last year, comes back, and then we asked him to change positions. There's a comfort level that I think he's starting to figure out because what I see is what you guys saw tonight. The high ball swings, the ability to hit tempo, the ability to hit on the left, hit on the right. And then one of the big deals that we've been pushing on our guys all year is make your teammates better because you're on the court with them. And this guy's a wonderful teammate. He's composed. He's always on the next play. Always has a great demeanor about him. And that's good for our group because, you have a lot of different personalities out there. So there's a lot to what he's doing for us that people don't see.
Coach, you mentioned getting ready for tomorrow. When you have this kind of turnaround and the same opponent back-to-back nights, what does getting ready to face them a second time look like? Do you get to watch tape? Do you get to make changes? What do you do to try to be ready to face them so quickly again?
Yeah, we really like to lean on the idea that you can learn a lot from a win or a loss, right? If you look at it the right way. So as much as there's a lot of good, there's a lot of things we would like to be better at. We're pushing. There's meat on the bone for this team in this weekend. So we'll narrow down what we think we can be a little bit better at. We'll take in the scouting report from for this match and say, yeah, these things were good. And then all good teams are going to make some adjustments. So we're not going to see the exact same things from them tomorrow night. And I think there's a lot of things that we can showcase that maybe that we didn't use as much tonight. But the adjustment is happens because of the fact that you get the back-to-back. Playing back-to-back and playing big matches is why you do this, because in the postseason, you're going to have to play back-to-back matches with the physicality and a high-level volleyball. So I think it's really important for us how we collect ourselves, focus on what we can do, and then make sure that we're in the right frame of mind physically and mentally to go out and reset and do it again.
And Coach, we've been kind of talking about the offense and how it's performed, but what about the defense and how it was just keeping the ball up, and then there was just some big blocks at the net against those big UCLA guys? Talk about the defense and how it shifted the performance of the game.
Yeah, I actually think both teams played really good defense. I think there was a lot of defense is one of those things that it's a lot of just work, right? There's skill to it. Please don't get me wrong when I say that, but it's a lot of desire to play defense in any sport. And I think both teams played really, really hard, and it showed with the amount of balls that were being dug, because there were some balls hit really hard on both sides that were dug tonight. But what it did for us, we've been working all week on making sure what we call creates or a dig or a touch or a well-played ball that we can get a transition opportunity and score a point. And I was really proud of how hard we worked on the creates. And I thought efficiently, we were pretty efficient on the convert part of that as well. So that part comes from just, that comes from the start of it, comes from work, grit and work. And I was proud of the guys on that.
One more question.
Okay. Last question. How were you able to kind of keep on track? Because a lot of times it felt like UCLA was just able to just stop one of those runs constantly. Yeah. How are you able to kind of like keep going and kind of keep like pushing forward for everybody, I guess?
Well, when you play another really, really good team, you have to be good and handle the fact that they're going to make good plays. They're going to make plays. Almost all the games end up being deuce, which means that for the most part, it's point for point, and you have to have a short memory and give credit where credit's due. Did they score a point because they did something really well and they deserved it, or was that on an error for us? And we can control those things of stating what we're going to do and doing it. If you can do that and have a short memory with a so what side out mentality, if they score a point, which is way easier said than done in the emotions of a match, you're going to be okay. And the guys tonight did a really good job when things got a little bit dicey at times, which will happen in a match, of having a so what side out mentality.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.